'Tis of dire import we unmasked the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
السلام عليكم، رجعناكم بجديد عن تكملة لعبة دراغون دوغما. اليوم إن شاء الله راح نكمل القصة، بس أتوقع لازم الليل صح؟ نكمل.
Come, I'll lead the way.
It seems you must attend the
طبعا
palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would
اللبس ذا
falsely
حق
claim your
التنكر
title.
ما أدري.
It would seem we've a need
نشوف
to
الحين إن
visit the
شاء الله ما
palace.
يجلدونه زي أمس.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've arrived, just as planned.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
طبعا دول اللي جلدونا أول ما أخذ. الطريق منين؟ اتوقع كذا. صندوق. هذا ما ننجلي. اكتشف الممر السري. كيف كيف؟ طب لا ما مفتوح. هي الممر السري وين ذا؟ المفروض هنا صح؟ الممر السري وين؟ في الطريق تحت.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
ولا هنا؟ يشدون عندها.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Want some in a real battle? I'll prove my worth. Always sets me to thinking, this place. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
نعم. لك حضور حفلة تنكرية واقتص فرصة أكثر من عام زيه. أنا قبل ذلك عدم مساعدة الأعمال بس ما نسمع.
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation.
الليل ليش كذا كثيرين؟ لا استري موجود.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Preparation. Dare say I could forget all my training regime.
ما ينفع. كيف كذا؟ هذا راضي ينفك. هذا الحب على الدنيا.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it possible.
Some of us get complacent. How might I be of assistance?
What was that? It falls on me to resolve this.
يا طريق سليمة.
What ought I to do?
Would that all my days so are a sign that all is well.
I cannot
والله ما في شيء.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. My sword arm could use some work.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
أحسن. بعدين هذا اللي بسمعه.
What ought I to do?
I only pray my watch
هيكون مطلع من هنا.
just about anywhere. Would that all my days were so That's not at the expense of my duty.
هذه مشكلة دي.
A place for everyone and everyone in their place.
going on?
Even the best of us has its limits, I
Oh,
suppose.
I'd love to. I'll have to remember this place.
I'd kill for some decent sleep.
There's ought to be said.
Back to it. It is our duty to see this peace.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
With that sort of interest.
My peers seem so much more capable.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Apparently,
سبحان الله لازم يعني التوقيت كمان. طيب ايوه من
Well
دي.
now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
we need to scour the area. Well, scour would be right.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and
ايش هذا معانا كمان؟
I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your
يا
dad,
بالله طلع
king,
في
and
عندنا
king deserves
أشياء.
royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty.
مين هذا أخابك
would you
ولا
prefer more
إيش؟
drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye, aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain... You're welcome to come and play anytime. If you escape with your life, that is. No.
طلع ملها جي يعني بالدعارة. ايوه فرق من وين؟ قد يهون تموت تموت.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
This place has a share of secrets.
Even I know I should shut the I find dressing for these.
الحين نرجع نعلم دعوة صح؟ مهام. ايوه نرجع نعلم وش صار. نسوي كل المهام مرة واحدة. أصبر مهام سجين مقاضي السجين.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow.
طيب امشي ما تقدر فينا بس. طيب الله خالي. ما نقدر خلاص. نلبس اللبس حق هذول.
or not, I must go where duty calls me.
اللي مستحدث بالدخول إلى سجن القبو كان عنصر الانتقام يمكن استخدام الأكل قبل إنما دعت كانت حاجة دون خوف من الانكسار مرة واحدة.
Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
ما في شيء. هنا ندور عليه مو داخل.
The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
ما في أحد. ما في أحد. ترى نفتح الباب ولا شيء.
What?
افتح لك يا غبي.
Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
And have you come to release me from this
Hello.
jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows, or Jesus arisen is false, or have you proof that you are arisen? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as... And what befell him? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Whereupon, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this.
ما يبغى يطلع عشان ما تقرف أهله الملكة ذي حقتهم.
If you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me. Does that ring any bell? I suspected as much. Then we are...
ما شكله. هذا يطلع أخوه. يخرب بيت الفيران يعني مش فيها كذا كبير. الله حجمه مدبل هنا. أعطي أي شيء.
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
should I do?
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it.
I'll take any chance not to think on me.
طيب ايش احتاج الحين؟ الشرط الأخ. طيب نروح لي نسوي شيء نريح. غير العتاد. تجهيل. إذا هذا ينزل شويتين لا 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 وهن يبغى نخفف على اللاعب عشان ما نتورط. في واحد مدور راح. ورجال الصراع نحفظ.
Shall we get some rest then?
نحفظ ونكمل.
Not of import ever happens here, anyhow.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Pray, follow me.
Wishing my armor can reach the moon.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Tis of dire import we unmasked the false sovereign.
لو انجلدنا نرجع دين نخليها كاهن أحسن.
Vermin's eastern edge. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, master?
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
هدف انت هو لما يقول المتنور مفروض هو اللي نحميه، خليه في الطليعة هو. ها
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other.
ما في لا يسار ولا يمين.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it if you like.
اضرب تعاون عليك.
Goblins, master!
We ought to proceed with caution. I cannot fault to Barrett. Focus. The battle continues. Well said.
الله بس ما نواجه أي وحش كبير. طيب مع اللفة دي. هلا بالعيال، شايفين اللي قدام ده؟
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste.
ما حد قرب جنبك.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
It is enough to make camp only when the need arises. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
طيب لف من هنا.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Over yonder.
We ought to take a closer look.
Oh, Griffin. ولا
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become one way to break it.
Let us cross quickly, lest it move. Interesting. I should have to inform my own master.
Now that is a surprise.
If it was broken, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
Nothing else for it, I suppose. The Arisen have been drenched.
Well done. victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that was a surprise. Certainly. How might I be of aid? Well fought.
We can ill afford to grow under. Our foe is not yet done. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we have the chance.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever odds.
Lion. Focus your strength, Arisen! But hold a moment. Methinks I espy a way through.
إذا قربنا على قرية العجائب ما أدري إيش.
By your command.
يعني شكلك يا شيخ هذا اللي راح يذبحه.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
من وين؟
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We
إلا هنا كيف ما هي.
must go where we are bid.
Lend yourself of that oil for potions.
Here.
Over here, if you please.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
This way, Master.
ما في طريق. أصبر الشخصية تعبت عشان.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
لا كل ما نشفت ها.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
إيش هذا؟ صار.
This battle is ours. Seems we have it rained on.
Might we not use their race to our advantage?
Understood.
I'm saved. Thank you.
Focus. A moment of the decision will spell our doom.
I am well aware of it.
اضربه. هذا صراحة طلع حلو. هذا ما تنفس. طلق منين؟
I shall do as you say.
Well.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Tis of dire import we unmasked the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
طبعا.
Come, I'll lead the way.
يلا ها.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
Each to their own.
وصلنا أخيرا في طريقنا. ثلاثة الألاعيب.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge.
ما فهمت
What
ليه.
could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here, that's for...
عندك شيء. نشوف البيوت في شيء ينفع. أرنب. أرنب من وين؟ قاعد حافة هنا. وقاص ناضي.
Is that who I think it is?
I reckon so.
عنده شيء ذا.
Common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day.
So you say, but you wait against Albert, you know? Do it again. Look at that fool's face.
كم.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur.
Arthur?
'Tis a name unfamiliar. At least no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
طيب وش الفائدة؟ بس واحد جاف. قاعد طالع فينا احنا نسرق. طيب ايوه صح.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the...
في قصر. إنها منطقة آمنة يعني. من ذا؟
I dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the original.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. If aught about our humble village seems, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential. Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, you have my approval. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont. And you've allied us in response. Oops. I mustn't say another. Don't misunderstand. Those who deal in information must ne'er. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of some. Is there aught else you care to ask? Take care. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, it will allow you to fell all foes.
فن الأساطير. إيش يحتاج الحين؟ ما فهمت. الوقت ذهاب في رحلة الحدود الشرقية في الموت صعب. هذا إيش ما يكون فيه طبعا. لا 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 لا. طيب كلمنا ايش بعد؟ سوي مجانين يعني يوم نجي ننتشر.
Don't bring trouble to...
شوف لك بعد لا يريد التورط في مشكلة.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this... Is there aught else you care to ask? Take
هذا ما
care.
عنده شيء. ايش ذا اللي قدامه اصلا؟ وصل حارق. يا حبيشة.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a Maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
عندك شيء انت؟
Oh, you wonder how I know? Not mysterious about it. We've our sources. And don't worry yourself. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else. I have a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down.
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that?
قدمت لك نصيحة. عليك تحرف عن اطلع براءة. لا ما عندي مصلحة.
No doubt you're dazzled.
على نفسي.
Miss, come on, follow me. I've something real.
يلا وريني. هذا وين راح؟ خرب بيت البنت. بنت اختفت. اها هذي وين راحت؟ والله اختفت ما عاد في فلوس. مو معقولة بنت وين؟
I suppose I could indulge you.
لكن حدث قصير ما تتكلم.
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
مع نفسي.
Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
خذ ذي كمان نكمل.
This should be of use.
Fancy a look at my wares?
As quiet as a milk pond hereabout.
This is the inn. We've room to spare, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again.
يعطيك العافية حبيبي. ماشي مجانا في هذا العالم. هم طالبين هنا في شيء هنا. الجهة دي. البنت دي ما اختفت. اتوقع هي المهمة صح؟
We shall remain here.
اوه في شيء هنا. ابقى هنا ايش امشي. شابه كله هي. ايزي. على بالي راح تكون صعبة. ايوه.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't. But I suppose I can tell you the situation. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, but he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off, we're men and women of shadow. Since that's why he was cast out. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara, but he failed. Took a massive injury, so the title fell to... That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to... And what a scheme that turned out. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who... But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go... He needs something to remind... Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not...
ما عندكم شيء هنا.
That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Anyway, most of we send them packing with a truck. We only train the rare few who make it here. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time then.
ما عندك شيء. لحم. ما دخلنا من هنا نشوف المكان يودي. حبي الصناديق. ايش الفيران ذي على شكلك.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
كذابين ما كان موجود الباب ذا أول.
Care not to...
طيب مهام. هذا عليك العنصر اطلاع بان تتحرك. ايوه. نروح هنا.
Stray so far now.
والله رحلة. رحلة يعني.
It's time.
اوه. اتوقع نقدر نجيب اقوى من دول بكثير. نبغى اقوى شيء 24 حاليا.
Leave the finding of equipment enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall...
حارب. خبير تزود حلو. تعال بدل المحارب اللي عنده. فكر.
It was a fine journey we shared.
الله يسهل.
Let us work together to honor the...
22. كيف السكن ذا؟ ايش شيء؟ نبه هيدا ايوه دي
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and
راكن شعب
prioritize.
نشوف بعدين كمل.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
هذا ليل يعني لا هذا مشى والده جاي.
Pray, follow me.
وانت لا لحم.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. Aught appears to have changed since we were last here. Let us proceed with due caution.
What could be the cause? This demands further investigation.
ولا في شيء هنا.
Curatives are our best bet when we have no mage to rely upon.
Incidentally, I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
It strikes me that we have not visited Mel for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. Oh.
I'll make fine.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
We ought to take a closer look.
Hey, orange. كذا. Oh no.
Come, I'll lead the way.
مرة بعيد. لازم نرجع يتهيأ صراحة كذا مش هينفع.
Over so soon?
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Here, asking for it. One taken. We've no healing magic at our disposal, so a curative will help you. There are other methods, such as...
هذا يستوى ذا.
a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, thanks to you, Arisen.
والله وجلد أهلا. إن شاء الله يخصكم يا خلا. في النهاية ما عندهم شيء.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
I'm in no need of a rest as yet, Master.
البرج وين؟ هذا بيت. كله ضرب ضرب ضرب. هذا يستوي.
This calls for a curative.
نلعب شكلهم نتفرج عليه.
Turn out your pockets. Taking the
ما أدري صح نذبحهم ولا غلط، الله أعلم.
Over here, if you would.
بس هم بدأوا.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
يلا يلا روح. هاي.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
هذا في شيء عملاق.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in making a few.
Bear in mind that the group will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
أيوه.
Are you alright?
It seems we have been range of this road. I do not use their range to our advantage.
This road is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I hope you weren't expecting this.
هاي جلد.
Harpies, master! To speak to father!
Tremendous work!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. It strikes me that we have not visited Mel for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Follow me, master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
تبذي ما تتعب.
Pray, follow me.
ولا
Drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
ايوه ايوه.
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
على باب استتعب بس.
Shall we walk or use a ferry stone? Given the distance we have to cover, I would heartily recommend the latter.
Right you are.
This is where I fall. I'll not stand for this.
Witness my ire.
يلا
Over
يلا.
here, if you please.
ايش فيه؟
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way.
Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it.
يلا يلا طريقة.
There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
هو صندوق.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
مع شكل كيف طلع ذي.
Come, I'll lead the way.
وين راحت؟ ول وطلع رحلة دي. يبغى نوصل هنا.
Tis this way.
ولا تاجر.
Shall we gather some materials while we're here?
How dare you?
يا حيوان وراك جاي تبي تضربنا؟
You have no right. Glorious!
هذا شيء ينحرق ايه.
Boots lace. Strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
What to do? What to do?
What you do?
Some battles simply can't.
الطريق ذا ما قد جينا اساسا.
I
يلا.
mustn't lose my head.
Pray, follow me.
I've a duty not to fall here.
يلا وراك وراك.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
Battle may be trying without someone to cure our wounds. But for now, we shall just have to manage.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
Tonight's attacks would only lead to disadvantage. We'll have to try something else.
Nicely done.
What boat can wait here?
You must wait. I'll save you. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
لا ليش كذا كثيرين؟
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
لو ايش؟ لا لا. نكمل.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
إنها شكرا.
Any difficulties, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal. True enough.
For a moment, I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my leg. Quite the view from up here. Let me see how high I can scale.
Well said. It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
I'm aware of it.
Focus your strength, Griffin.
قوي. كمل.
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
يشق على قلب بعيد ذا.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
ماشي.
It strikes me that we have not visited Mel for some time. Shall we stop and see how its people fare?
Well, I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
بس تموت. جينا.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
لا قرب.
Here we go again. Of course.
هنا في شيء.
Over here if you would.
نقطة الشفاء. أتوقع أول مرة مت هنا. قدام شويتين.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
بس هو الشايل انت.
Truly defeated when their skulls smashed beyond repair.
صح؟
not live to regret this.
والله واحد صار ما يدري مين معاه مين ضده. ايش هذه مدينة؟ مسالمين جينا. في راحة نقدر نقعد. والله ما إلا اللي يكسروا الوحوش يمشي. هنا ما في راحة إلا في مدينة أتوقع. نخش شويتين نشوف.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I feel... What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'd be glad to hear it. Here, he ought to be somewhere north and in the note, and he'll take care of the rest.
طيب الحين نبغى نريح.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation.
Getting proper rest isn't important.
نحيلهم ونظبط الوضع. الحين نطول.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Oh,
يا
excellent find.
كرهت السلالم في اللعبة دي.
What's going on?
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Got to sign off what I can while I'm in town.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Where to now?
Our adventure continues.
يلا
We've
نكمل.
much to be getting on with.
أصبر هذا وينه ذا مكان؟ قال في الشمال بس وين قريب. شوف.
Uday.
أيوة قريب يلا يلا يلا.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Would seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle is not before you, 'tis fight or die.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more hundred next.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
We have arrived.
That's everything assembled. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Why? Why should I have to do all... And make haste! I would depart for the encampment Well, go on!
First, we must find out how to procure what we require. Then our search can begin in earnest. The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
First, assess the field. Then, so tight. I can hit just about anyone.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
Lost holdouts till someone comes to me. I must have let the captain see my moves.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Pray, follow me.
This looks as calculated.
I'm nothing off where I stand.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early critic gets the worm, as they say. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I can show you the way.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Cannot.
Well met.
Less quality is so
Soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Over here, if you please. This way, Master. Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Come, I'll lead the way. Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to good use.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Of course, it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. Thinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We now have all of the requested items in hand. Let us
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant. On here. Take this. I'll be heading back to the encampment now.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
معايا بس مشروب.
Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
نشوف ادينا شيء يسوى ولا بس كذا على الفاضي سوينا المهمة دي. أضربهم ياخذون كلهم. ثقيلين.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
ستة. نبغى فين احنا؟ المزيد.
Pray, follow me.
هنا. يلا follow me.
Tis this way. An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my
هنا
aid.
كانوا يجيبوا لي
Might I be
رجالة.
of assistance? Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
في شيء. في علامة استفهام. واو. أبغى في جراحة حقت الاستمناء أي شيء. خفف سيد البرق.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own. At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
You have my support.
هذا شاحن الزبن هنا. قطع طرق هذيلا ولا لا؟
Here we are.
This can't be how it
To do. He really ought to have returned by now.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our... Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, but in the wake of its attack, you dared to None save the Sovereign can fell the dragon. Perchance you mistook an overgrown wyvern. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting...
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you...
I know of no such agreement. At the very least...
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought.
What? I intended nothing of the sort.
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've still... How would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been their... Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your... Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose...
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the
Aye, that's the long and short.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a... For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say...
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly... She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. It would be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the overseers. I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Always a pleasure.
Over here, if you would.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Always a pleasure.
طيب كذا الوضع تمام. شوف دي اللي شردت ما ادري شو وضعها. هذا كذا خلصنا ودي خلصنا دي خلصنا. هذا وين مكان؟ بعيد نسحب عليه. واللي هذا ظاهر أماكن كثير اللي عنده. تقدر تتجول. طيب منها بعيدة أسحب عليه. طيب مصاعب لا تأتي فرادى. راح يودينا.
Fulvio.
وش يحتاج؟ أنا وين أحصل هذه؟
The artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
وين هذه؟
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
طريق من وين هي؟ رحلة. يلا
An
نوصل
ox
هناك
cart ought to
وننهي
make our
البث.
journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
شوف كذا عشان نفتح المنطقة دي لازم نجي من هنا ننزل.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. It isn't far.
وين ذا حجر الطلع المنفي؟
We've got goblins!
I shall not fail you.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. One of us has been drenched! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
أورا اللي بس يتعب بس يتعب بس يتعب من هنا.
Let me get that. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
تقدر قفل الطريق يجي. خلاص. ما نقدر نروح الليل. وفي حاجة استخدام. انهي الموضوع.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious
لا.
rumor.
شوف هنا.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say
Always a pleasure.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining.
نبغى ذي. ذي. هذا ايش؟ هذا بغيرها اساسا. العالية. هذه يوم قوية. كبش الصليب. اوكي. هي ساحل ولا ايش ما فهمت.
vocations.
اخ ما نبغاه مشعوذ. نبغى حق التلهيل هي.
If there is aught I may assist you with,
التلهيل وين راح؟ من دفع ليش؟ لا شك نعم. من أهل الدواء.
Simply say the word.
واللي هي الحين المفروض إنه هذا مشعب. طب ليش ما في القدرة حق التلهيل؟ هذا يسوي خليك سريع. نبغى حقك شو اسمه ذي السمنة. أيوة أيوة.
Do come again.
نشوفها الحين. رام. مشى. مشي حالك. صباح. هذا الليل. أخذ غفوة. مفروض الحين موجود. Hello, Annalise.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I bear word from Regent, a minister who happens to be one from the pains he took to remain on. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Jesus. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chamber. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's...
We have been entrusted.
There is much we ought to tend to. A place with books likely to entice... Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Well, well. He is merely Deesa's puppet then, even were he to be removed. But if there's aught that compels my attention, he seems a man of import. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter. There is much we ought to tend to. If we have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill, but hold a moment. Does this... I see. Ah, but of course. A clever plan. Furthermore, tools and all the while, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill would...
So...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... 'Tis no simple matter to infiltrate. Should you fall into the hands of the guards, there'll be naught I can do to keep you out of jail. However, a sentry loyal to me will be on duty at the time. I am afraid she will be unable. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? So the accent, however, I've heard no report of it. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
Over here, if you please. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master.
مهام مواجهة المغلقة. هل تسلل تحت جناح الظلام ليلة إلى القصر وتفتش الوجهين؟ لا. طيب كذا وصلنا لنهاية بثنا اليوم. نشوفكم إن شاء الله بصور جاية أو مقاطع جاية. والسلام عليكم. عاد نكمل بعدين إن شاء الله. إن اللعبة ما شاء الله طويلة يعني. يلا نشوفكم على خير. السلام عليكم.